I have a look at the YARE 120W flush-mounted USB charger, their flagship dual-port model. Before we go any further though, this isn't a complete test. I'll be running this unit indefinitely from now on, and I will keep you posted how it performs in real-world conditions. What caught my attention with the YARE is its slimline profile and proper flush mount design. Too many people, including myself, are still using those bulky cigarette lighter adapters, or you have to drill a hole for a cigarette lighter plug. With this unit, no drilling big holes, because really you only need a hole for the cables. And then the unit sits neat and tidy, exactly what you want in a touring setup. The 120W model, which I have here, delivers 100W through the USB-C port and 20W through the USB-A port. However, they exist in quite a few different configurations. This puts the 120W version into serious laptop territory and makes it compatible with power-hungry devices like Starlink Mini, which requires 100W for optimal operations. Most flush-mounted chargers top out at much lower wattages, so this is quite impressive for the form factor. One feature I also like is the lighting options. The unit has 4 small blue LED indicators around the charger face, plus additional USB lights in the ports. The wiring is straightforward. You can connect the L1 or L2 cable to the positive to have these lights permanently on. You can run just the charger, red and minus, and that means you will have no lights. Then you can include an external. You see these things here, that's a nice blue light around it. And you also have a light inside the chargers. Depending on how you wire it, you can determine what of the lights are on. And obviously there would be always on the external lights and the internal lights. I wired mine using a Wago connector for the time being, so I can easily reverse this configuration if needed. Installation in the Land Cruiser's rear cargo area was straightforward enough. The 18mm depth means it doesn't intrude too far behind the panel, and the compact 72 by 57mm face sits flush on the side of my fridge compartment without looking out of place. However, what I will be monitoring closely over the coming months is heat development, particularly at full 100W output. Any charger pushing this kind of power generates substantial heat during operations. Inherently limits heat dissipation compared to larger external chargers. This unit uses buck boost DC conversion technology, which should be reasonably efficient. But thermal management in Australian conditions will be the real test. The YARE accepts 12 to 24V input, making it suitable for most vehicle applications. It supports proper USB power delivery protocols up to 20V at 5A, so it will negotiate the correct power with whatever device you connect. At around $109, it's positioned as a premium solution, but that reflects a high output in a flush-mounted design. Most units I've seen don't offer this combination of power and form factor. The company also offers a 5-year warranty, which provides a good reassurance. For now, it is doing exactly what it needs to do, providing a clean, integrated charging solution that doesn't clutter up the workspace. The real test will be how it handles the heat, vibration, dust that comes with serial 4-wheel driving, especially when running at near full output. I'll report back later once I've put some proper kilometers and operating hours on the unit, but so far I'm pretty impressed. As always guys, this is a mainly self-funded channel, so if you like my content, like my reviews and the trip videos, and you can afford it, please head over to Patreon or buy me a coffee, and with the equivalent of a cup of coffee or 2 per month, you can help me creating this content for you. Please also don't forget to share, like and comment, because that triggers the YouTube algorithm and hopefully shows the video to more people. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you along the tracks.